Hey, welcome everyone to your Wrestlemania 41 Night 1 review. Um, All in all, I would say it was a solid show. Um, there were some things that was like, I ain't gonna hold you, I was not that interested in. But for the most part, it was an enjoyable show. So, let's start off with the first match, which I was shocked they threw first, was the Gunther and Jey Uso match. I thought they were gonna wait and sprinkle this in the middle, but I guess because of the whole triple threat main event, I guess it kind of needed the big marquee match in the beginning. So yeah, this ended up opening the show, and yeah, you as soon as I heard Jey Uso's music hit, I was like, wait, what? But yeah, obviously with that new stage, which good gosh, if you have not seen the stage for this WrestleMania, oh my gosh, and it worked because especially for Jey Uso's entrance, and I will later talk about Seth Rollins' entrance, bruh. Yo, they killed it at that stage, but yeah, you have Jey Uso came in. Obviously, he was walking in through the crowd, and obviously with this much larger stadium, this would took a while. um, but yeah, he came in. Yeah, over 61, and the exact number here. It's like 61,000. Is it 61,147? In attendee. Sold out crowd, all of them like yeeting, and it was like this this entrance was like almost 10 minutes. um, but yeah, man. Asia came in this whole blue and gold and look on him. The main event on the back, and yeah, it was a neat look, man. It was a neat look. I think honestly, if we didn't have the triple threat and this ended up being the main event, I think this would have been. I think that whole aesthetic would have looked better at night, but it is what it is. Gunther comes in, all serious as all hell, and we get this match away, and immediately the vibe felt different. Immediately the vibe felt different. You knew Gunther was gonna do what he do, but Jey Uso in this match, bro, like everything that Gunther was throwing at him, it just seemed like it was just not working. And there was even a point where like Jey Uso was laughing at this man, right? So we got hard hitting hits, some great near falls. I felt like this match, I thought it was gonna be a divisiveness of styles. Obviously, with Gunther's more technical and more methodical style of wrestling versus this very fast and high speed style with Jey Uso. This was a more methodical match throughout, and I would say the big one was when you start seeing Jay just start doing Gunther's moves on on him, and it was like, oh, this is what we doing now. We literally have Gunther not and moves not even work on him, but now we're having Jey Uso use Gunther's moves on Gunther, which okay. We got to a point where it's like, yeah, Jey Uso was starting to mix his moveset with Gunther's, and yeah, it was completely different style of play of how they were doing with this match, and like by the end, like it looked like Gunther just could not put this man away, and then um, it was like starting to get into Gunther's head, and Jey Uso would continue to do what he does with his five moves with the spear, the frog splash, and all that, and like the super kicks. Um, yeah, there was like a point where he didn't even go for the pin. He was like he hit him with a spear, he hit him with three frog splashes, and then started hitting him with two super kicks. He would then surprisingly end off this match with Gunther's like little chokehold he does on people. He does it to him and actually made Gunther tap. So yeah, your new world heavyweight champion, uh, is Jey Uso. Jey Uso is your new world heavyweight champion, and the fact that he made Gunther tap, Gunther ain't gonna be able to live that down, bro. You two straight WrestleManias, you went in as the champion, where you were the overall favorite, and you lost. And in this case, you tapped. Now after this match, they showed this crazy record for Gunther. Gunther in his career is 51 in his WWE career is 51-4. 51-4. What? It's like it's no wonder the percentage of his time in WWE where he's been champion for like over 60%. I'm like, no wonder he only lost four times, bruh. Ew. To me, um, this match I give it a seven. Uh, it it was better than their previous three matches. It's just it wasn't anything that crazy. I think the final sequence of the match was pretty good, but all in all, I give this match a seven. Um, After this match was the World Tag Team Championship match, and I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't pay attention to most of it, bro. That match was easily the weakest match of the night. Was the World Tag Team Championship match, and then it's like I was hearing everyone going into this match, like people I watched, what's it, um, Sati Zap. I think he he was like, oh, if the only reason if this was on the card if Big E returns. I didn't think Big E was going to return, and and that didn't even happen. Um, There was another little thing with this was the whole when the New Day came in, they were dressed as the guy that faced Undertaker in WrestleMania 9. I don't remember his name, but they 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 had dressed like a rendition of his suit, except they did it in like an all blue. Um, and then like the War Raiders came in from uh what's that game? Was it Raid Shadow Legends? Or is it a different mobile game? But like they were dressed as those characters from one of those mobile games. I can't remember the name. Um Yeah, that was the most notable thing about it. New Day ends up winning, and as soon as they got those titles, they ran up the damn stage, and it was like, to make sure ain't no shenanigans was happening. So that was funny. But yeah, this was. I'd give this match a 5. I didn't care. I didn't care. The WWE Tag Team Championships should have been the ones in on the card. You built the entire division for like months, and this is why when Nick Aldis said that we were going to get a TLC match on next week's SmackDown, as opposed to being in WrestleMania where it should have been. I was like, bruh, this didn't need this. This is weird. They definitely dropped the ball in having the World Tag Team Championship match in this instead of the WWE Tag Team Champions. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that one. That was weak. um, we'll get into the next match. All right, the next match is the Jade Cargill and Naomi match. This match was actually pretty good. Um, I liked the how they did the entrances. Yeah, they had the with Naomi. They had the caution tape like all over the entry, and she rips right right through it. And the lighting show they had with alongside of it, like I believe WWE may have the video up on that. You definitely check it out. Um, that was a little it was a little neat how they did the entrance for her, and I didn't pay too much attention to Jade Cargill's entrance. Um, why is the sun doing this? This is hilarious. Hey, anywho, so we start off this match. Jade starting off strong. Obviously, just uh, giving Naomi the business, and then there's one point in the match where like Naomi starts taking control. Um, I was seeing it for a lot of people that she was it Naomi was looking pretty gassed. Um, I don't think she was as prepared for this match because she looked pretty gassed out there. There was times where there was almost like miscues in certain situations, um, but it didn't pick up towards like the middle when they started doing some crazy counters. And the way how this match ended, Jay Cargill had Naomi, on her shoulders, and she just did this crazy move where she popped her up, turned around, and just straight up body slammed her. I was like, what? What? We just doing new moves now? when, when, when did you have this in your repertoire? But anywho, good gosh, the sun is beaming. Jeez. Yeah, just that. Anyway, um, yeah, it was a crazy setup, and then she does her finishing move, and uh, Jay Cargill is the one that wins. It's interesting. I would say how where this will go, um, because I have a feeling this may still get interfere in that triple threat match between Bianca, Rhea, and Io. Um, I think that was what was teased. Yeah, with SmackDown. So we'll see how that affects. But obviously, I figured they would have to have Jay get her get back. but I don't think like Naomi's done with taking basically taking that loss, and I'd see how she would do if she's gonna get involved in any way in that triple threat match with Bianca. So we'll see how that goes. But oh no, this was I think this is where WrestleMania started to really pick up was with this match. Oh no, this was a very good match. I'll give it a 7 with this match. Um, Trying to think of any if there is anything else notable about this match. I think that was it. Jay actually looked pretty good. Um, like I said, there was some miscues here and there, and there were some points where Naomi looked gassed. So we'll see if they're gonna continue this feud or not. But yeah, we get on to what was the next match after this? Oh, we gonna get into the next match. This match. This match cooked. This match cooked. This is an easy 8.5 out of 10 match. Yeah, we knew this was gonna be good. Very fast paced, very hard hitting. Great counters here and there. Like there was this crazy counter that LA Knight did when Jacob tried to do the moonsault, and he countered it with a BFT in mid flight. Like that was insane. Um, but Jacob fought too, bro. All gas, no brakes, bro. This man was just like he couldn't go down, bro, and he was this man was hitting him everywhere, flying everywhere. It was like, bro, this match, man. And then it got to a point, bro. LA Knight just did not have enough gas, bro. He did not have enough gas for this man. Um, Literally, you had Jacob doing his like his 4 to 5 moves of doom right here, and that was it, bro. Jacob fought too is your new United States champion, which we knew, bro. We knew, we knew. Um, so now with Jacob being the new, I swear this son don't want to do cooperate with me at all. Um, so now that we have um, Jacob as a new United States champion, I interesting to see if they can't have the smaller players going up against him. So I can see him going up against like the likes of Damian Priest and obviously they may run it again with Braun Strowman. Um, if they don't have Drew heavily in the main event card, which I don't see why they wouldn't. Depending on how tonight's result will be for night 2, which I'm recording this in the morning, so this will will definitely be just, at least a few hours before night 2 starts. Uh, but yeah, I'll be interested with the players they may throw at Jacob at this point because, um, yeah, I honestly I would not be surprised if it actually ends up being Drew. Or what they may not do with Solo. We'll see how this goes. But all in all, this match cooked, bro. This match cooked. Um, definitely looking forward to see what happens with Jacob with this run, and I do think he should have a decent run. Um, but yeah, this son is bro. Do y'all see this? It's like at one moment I was getting some breath, and then this thing wants to beam at me, bro. Ah, okay. The next match was El Grande, um, Americano. Um, Ray ended up not being in this match because of what happened on SmackDown. I think he had a serious knee injury, so he couldn't compete. So they actually replaced him with Ray Phoenix. So both brothers, Penta and Ray Phoenix, they got their WrestleMania debuts. Penta's gonna get his later on tonight in that fatal four way for the Intercontinental Championship, and now with Ray Phoenix, both brothers got their debut. So that was interesting how that worked out. But hope Ray is okay. Hope it's nothing serious. But yeah, that was a nasty. They don't want me to win today, bro. First the sun beaming at me, now I got pigeons trying to make. Okay, hold on, people. Oh boy, I had to fix that up. Anyway, um, so yeah, we had uh, El Grande Americano versus Rain Phoenix. This match cooked. Crazy. Ray Phoenix really shined in this match. And well, everyone knows it's definitely Chad Gable underneath the mask of El Grande, but that technical style of wrestling was clashing with like they it was really good, man. I lost track of a lot of the counters they were doing with this match. Um, but then there was a point of the match where, obviously the typical El Grande putting something metal in his mask, and there was a point where Ray Phoenix gets on the. I think he's on the top rope. And he's on the top rope, and he goes to kick El Grande to the face, and he ends up injuring his foot. Um, El Grande tries to put him in an ankle lock, which I don't know why he didn't do the ankle lock on the foot he just injured. That was just me paying attention to a little detail there. He did the ankle lock on the wrong foot. Oh, I would think if you would do the ankle lock on the foot he just injured, but okay, he did it in the opposite foot. Um, and what is it? Ray Phoenix would reverse. They go against the ropes, and El Grande hits him with a headbutt. Goes up the ropes, hits him with another jumping headbutt, and the match ends 1, 2, 3. So El Grande Americano slash Chad Gable wins the match. All in all, very solid match. It was very good. You knew when it was Ray Phoenix and Chad. Um, you knew this match was gonna cook. So this was a very good match. Yeah, I may give it an 8.5. This was a solid one. Um, but we will get to the next match, which I believe was the Tiffany. Yes, it was. So we'll get into that match. Now we get to the WWE Women's Championship match. Um, Now this was shocking to me. For what I was seeing from the IWC, a lot of people was disappointed in this match. weird because I actually enjoyed it. Am I crazy for saying that? I actually enjoyed this match. Um, yeah, it was literally them countering each other the whole match, and like you knew this was gonna be a fight. Like they like all those hits look stiff as hell, and I'm like, dude, friggin' Tiffany at the end of this, bro, she looked like she went to war. Hair all messed up, all bruises, cuts everywhere. Like her mouth was bleeding. It looked like she lost a tooth. Like, bro, yo, they look like they went to war, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not with everyone on this, bro. This actually was a good match. I think everyone expected Flair to win. I think some people may have wanted Flair to win, and others was worried that she was. But no, no, it ended up being Tiffany. Tiffany, at the end, went after that very knee, which I'm like, I'm sorry, Charlotte, you, girl, you literally put an obvious target on you. You got a freaking knee brace on. I'm saying, yeah, so you had to figure that was gonna be a factor. Um, she did attack Tiffany's knee, but like yo, there was at one point where Tiffany hit the back of Charlotte's knee, and it looked bad, bro. It looked like her knee was like almost completely, yeah, like almost like awkwardly placed there. But yeah, man, she kept the knee ended up being an issue, and Tiffany took advantage of that and would um, end up winning the match. Um, yeah, to me, I don't know what everyone else was talking about, bro. This is actually a good match. Um, I think some of y'all need to go rewatch that match because yo, that was actually a good match, and then they look like they went to war, right? They look like they went to war. Like I'm telling you, I've literally I have pictures of this on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I have a picture on this. Like Stratton looked like she went to war, bro. Her hair all messed up, cuts everywhere. Like yo, it was a crazy. It looked like she had to fight for really fight for to win her title. So yeah, man. All I would say, I don't know. This was an 8 for me, bro. Um, y'all let me know in the comments why you guys didn't like this match. You know, but like to me, yeah, I did. This was a solid match to me. Um, but yeah, oh, since I'm on the subject with the women's, we also had a situation where Bailey got attacked backstage. I missed this part entirely. I don't know if I was on a bathroom break or what, but I missed this part entirely. Bailey apparently got attacked backstage, and now Lyra has to find a new partner. And the moment I heard that, I'm like, oh, okay, so Becky's coming back. I'm sorry, anyone trying to figure out who it is? No, it's Becky. It's Becky. It's the only one that makes sense because Lyra needs a partner. Who has dealt with Lyra before was also Becky, and not just Bailey. And who has yet to have their get back against Liv? So yeah, it's definitely gonna be Becky. Now, do I think Lyra and Becky may end up winning the title? That may change. That could change things. Because if it was still Lyra and Bailey, I would have said no. I think they would have started off. Um, something would have happened in the match, and I would have started off a feud, right? That's why I felt Ains, and then I felt that Liv and Raquel would retain. If Becky returns, though, this might change things because I don't know if you have Becky return and still have them lose. Or you may still have Liv and Raquel win, and you may actually be able to do something with that. I mean, just what they do with this because the winner of that match is gonna have to deal with who's that tag team that won? It was Gigi. Yeah, that girl with the Gigi Dawn. I think it was on that team. They won at NXT Stand and Deliver. They're gonna be dealing with them on NXT on Tuesday, so it's not like they're gonna get that much of a break. The winner of that match, so interesting to see. But I just wanted to mention that while we were on the subject of the women's here. But yeah, let's get on to the main event. When I tell you, yes, I got to bring the mic close to me. When I tell you this match cooked, this match cooked. This was an easy 10. This was an easy 10. Not 8, not 9 point. No, this was an easy 10. Which would overall gave this show closer to like a 7.8. This was an easy 10. This main event was so good, bro. Between the exchanges between all three men, the storytelling being told, and even literally how Paul Heyman was involved in all of this. This thing cooked. Like this whole time, you can tell like CM Punk was public enemy number one in this match. Because Seth Rollins was constantly trying to get Roman Reigns to work with him to take out CM Punk. Roman still never did. He never aligned himself with Seth. Um, there was one point where they actually teased like their alliance there, and then Roman still knocked the taste out of freaking Seth Rollins' mouth, and then bro, let me make a note of this. Since they did this whole WWE to Netflix, they had those announce tables like super reinforced. Like they have yet to break. They have yet to break since they debuted WWE on Netflix. Well, Roman shattered that because he put both men through those tables, obliterated them on those tables, and somehow they still didn't get pinned. Bro, that was my one critique. The no selling of these finishers, bro. I'm like, we need to get back to protecting finishers. We need to get back to protecting finishers because, like, what are we doing? So many spears, a GTS, curb stomps everywhere. This man Roman literally put both CM Punk and Seth Rollins through tables that have not been able to break since they debuted on Netflix. Everyone constantly doing table spots on those tables, and they not once budged. Roman finally literally does a power bomb on both of these men, on each that the announcers table and the Spanish announcers table, both obliterated, and CM Punk still kicks out. We gotta start protecting finishers, people. This is getting ridiculous. We gotta start protecting finishers. Because there's no reason I should be seeing 5, 6 times you doing the same finisher, and then you take like that was my issue with the whole Cody Rhodes crossroads. Man has to hit that 3 times for it to actually be effective. Like that don't make no sense. That's not a finisher. But anyway, uh, the big point in this one was when Paul Heyman got the chair. And you see Paul Heyman holding the chair, and you see CM Punk, and you see Roman looking at him, and he hands the chair to CM Punk. Right there, I felt there was something wrong. Right there, at that moment, I felt there was something wrong. Because why would Paul Heyman just just openly betray Roman like that? Something was up. CM Punk is about to go for the chair shot at Roman, and Paul Heyman does a nut shot. And at that point, I'm like, oh, he's joining Seth. He's joining Seth. We said Seth was going to be the wild card in this, and then, yeah, it's going to be him who has to win this match, and likelihood, he's going to pin Roman. And I knew that would have to be the case. So when Paul Heyman handed the chair to Roman, and Roman did it, like, attacked CM Punk, took out CM Punk. But you see Seth in position on the ropes. So Roman, again, stuck on Seth. The same thing that cost you your title last year. They used it again against you. And this time, he used Paul Heyman. Because as soon as Roman was about to do that chair shot to Seth Rollins, another nut shot. And at that point, I was like, wow. Roman is literally going to have to be the guy that takes out Seth. This is crazy. They're finally going to play this off. Yeah, they're finally going to play this off. I believe SummerSlam is going to be that match. I think SummerSlam is going to be that match where Roman will finally take out Seth. And then it should be a WrestleMania match. Which then has me really wondering, is that rumor true? That Seth may end up being involved in that John Cena, in that John Cena Cody Rhodes match. I don't know if they'll take it that far. It would be poetic that the guy who helped you be your shield and help you win the title over as a result would be the guy that ends up costing you this year. It'd be interesting if they did that, but this now new alliance with Seth and Paul, I think this was going to be the case because they probably was not trying to have Paul Heyman be the good guy for very long. Paul Heyman's a natural heel, bro. He's a natural heel. So having Roman now be the Roman is now the major baby face in the situation now, and now it's gonna be a case of it. Yeah, I've let this man get away with this for too long. He's got to go. And you best believe he's taking out Paul Heyman as well. But yeah, this main event was a great main event to close off night one. I'd say it's a 10. It is a 10 from the wrestling, from the storytelling, the implication that happened at the end. Like this was a 10. Like we gonna talk about this main event, bro. This was a very good main event. And yeah, I give the show. I think I would bring it up to a 7.8. Around 7.8 there. The only weakest match was the World Tag Team Championship match. I will forever say this. WWE, you dropped the ball on that. You put the wrong tag team title match in this card. I don't understand that one, but yeah, this was the great match to end off night one. Um, yeah, man, dude. Since pandemic, Roman has not missed with these main events. Roman has not missed with these main events, bro. Every single one of them cooked. Every single one of them cooked. So this is good. Yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed this show. Um, yeah, I pretty much give it a 7.8. I'm totally expecting night two to literally blow this out of the water because I'm looking at that match card in night two. Good lord, is that thing loaded? Night two is definitely gonna be cooked. I don't see a match that's gonna be like a weak point. I think the weakest one might be the Randy versus whoever, but that's not even saying much because even that match will cook. Depending on who it is, like even that match will cook. So I don't see a card or a match that's gonna be kind of a downer in that scenario. But yeah, definitely looking forward to night two. But yeah, you guys leave in the comments how you felt about night one. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video off before it gets too long. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and share. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel. Follow my social medias in the description down below. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one, where we'll be running. Yeah, that night two is about to cook. We we gotta check that out. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Deuces.